do here for us to do. So enjoy that.
Aside from that, it's really good.
My friend Sarah. Oh, she's so cute. Do 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 do. Hold on one second. I'm just doing a hype, just spinning a hype train on XP Kitten's stream here. I love her accent, that Danish accent with a lot of profanity liberally sprinkled in. It's the. If you don't know XP Kitten, you should go follow her and check her out. I wish she streamed more, but every time she does, it's like it's mainly a voice thing. You kind of, unfortunately, if you don't know her from when she streamed live, it's hard to put the face. Although it's not that, anyway, and body. Let's put it that way. Of course, she does have spicy site subscription things. So what is today's stream going to be about today? Today's stream is going to be about me flying around in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's my patented, formula. It's how I put on a daily 1.5 hour variety show along the lines of the Carol Burnett show with comedy and adventure and singing or musical acts. Hey there, how you doing? And the second half of today's show will be me diddling around on a Telecaster guitar, namely this one. So that'll be coming up later. That's basically the first half. First half is the flight simulator mission. Second half is the musical interlude. We were doing a lot of Christmas music and stuff, but we're back to just kind of regular interchanging the musical instrument between Ken's Lounge and how's everyone doing? And the guitar diddling around and singing. So we're gonna do some of that today, but of course, Flight Simulator first. Now, let's see what's going on with me. Today officially starts my last 3-day weekend of the year because I work, and so they give us Monday off. Yeah, no, Christmas, not for another year. Thank God. Although I love playing it. I don't know if you were here, but I played live 2.5 hours Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I was saying I was gonna do 3 to 4 hours, but no way. Let's just say. But it was nice, and I plan on doing it again next year. If all works out, why the heck not? Had a good time. But yeah, no Christmas music, so just regular music till whenever. But I'm gonna be streaming every day, including New Year's, the whole weekend, New Year's Day. Oh, the other thing that's interesting, I don't know if people are also following me on YouTube as a YouTube subscriber. That's free, but I'm starting to try to co-stream live on my YouTube channel because I get a bit of I have some regular subscribers for my VODs there, not too many, like 30. And I figured maybe somebody would be the kind of people who would like to watch live streams on YouTube, but I don't really have, or do have the chat window open. I can see if you chat in YouTube, I can see you. You can say something. If anybody here is from watching on YouTube Live, you can say hello, and I actually have a window up so I can respond to you. And that's basically about it there. Did you get her hype train going or not? It's kind of weird. She did. No, it still says close. I wonder if she'll get it because I can't do it for her. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracted by something else here. No Christmas music, but we will have music, and we certainly going to flight some now. Based on what we did yesterday, we're going to do something a little more standard, which is to kind of find a city that one might want to fly around, and fly around it in a kind of not a terribly exciting plane, but nothing so slow as the ultralight canyoning we were doing yesterday. But it has to be something kind of urban, I think. Like a lot of buildings. What are that? Minneapolis, St. Paul. How's that looking? I bet that might be kind of a fun ride. I'm not that familiar with that area. So let's see if we take off from there. Well, that's a busy airport. I bet it'll take a long time. We'll take off from St. Paul, and we can head north and then west to see Minneapolis. Okay, all right. I don't know if I've ever seen it. I mean, I think I have. Now we're gonna pick a plane. This is how we do it. As I say, I've got a lot of planes. I was thinking one of my Diamond Aviations or my Vans. Not one of these. Or even one of these Cessnas. These are pretty slow. What do I have in the Diamond area? Yeah, you're welcome for the gifted sub. Diamond. JME, no. Right, so I have the DA40 NG, a little faster. We should probably take that one. It's got a little happy face down there. I haven't flown this one too much either. We should take it green. We're going to take some fuel out of it. We're not going to need anywhere that much fuel. We're going to cold start it. It's our typical mission. Cold start. Oh, good. Somebody started it. Thank goodness. I'm kind of seeing whether XP Kitten's going to get a hype train, because I gave her 5 subs, and she finally got a hype train. Although I'm not sure it counted because it's only showing level 1. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, all right. I think we're gonna see what the weather's like. We're gonna check it out, and we're gonna start cold, hopefully. Yeah, I can't be too distracted watching other people's streams while I'm trying to stream. But I'm doing something that I find fun and relaxing, which is just to pick some place in the world, pick a plane, a random airport nearby. Okay, we're gonna and not particularly have a major plan, except to do some sightseeing. I have done this, by the way, the oil rig tour, and that is pretty fun. I gotta admit, we could do that sometime. It's south of Texas, the Gulf of Mexico, Corpus Christi area. And yeah, they got a lot of rigs out there, and they're nicely modeled. Since you're out in the ocean, you get a good frame rate too. So yeah, just gonna do my regular stream. We usually go for about an hour and a half, about 40 minutes or so, playing the flight simulator game. See what if we crash. It's a pretty looking plane. It's a nice look day. Okay, right. So that's St. Paul right there, and to the west is gonna be Minneapolis, I guess. Or St. Paul over here. St. Paul is to the north of us. Which we're okay. We'll figure it out when we're in the air. These guys are all waiting to push us back. We're not going to need it. We got plenty of room. But let's see if we can get this bad boy started up. Alright, we don't need this yet. We're going to turn avionics master on. Electric master on. Could be cool, so we're going to turn our pitot tube on, start it heating up. Actually, we don't need this yet. Garments are starting up. Parking brake is on. We don't care about that. Throttle, we're going to put up a little ways because we'll be starting the engine. Fuel sector, normal or emergency? Normal. Fuel pump switch on. Engine master. On. What's here? That's just ventilation. Oil pressure keep wings level. This is also okay. We gotta hit enter for this to finish booting. Nice. So this is the new Garmin. They have a couple different Garmin models now. Wow. Showing all this real-time air traffic. Nice. Cool. I think it's kind of new. They keep adding some stuff to the game. And that looks very... Wait a minute, keep going around. Alright, starting of the engine. You see these go up, you hear the sound. In fact, this is that kind of loud. Let me just check this real quick. Yeah, way too loud. We could have it about there. And we can watch these come into the green. The exhaust temperature, oil pressure before we start doing much. Let's just take a look at how the plane looks. Looks like an airplane with its propeller running. As usual, like anything, you do kind of want to let them come into the green, warm up a bit. I like the look of this plane. We're going to be heading north, so let's ask the ground for a north takeoff and see what it does. Sometimes they'll take us off north.
KNSH 999er with Echo request taxi for takeoff north departure.
All right, we need lights, we need taxi lights, we need position lights, and we need our strobes. Okay, can do. We'll do, sir. Let's do that. I acknowledge you. Ditto. Ditto.
Via taxiway Charlie Alpha cross runway 9er Alpha catch 9er 9er 9er.
Which way to the taxiway? Sir, you better run. Ah, we're not gonna hit him. That way. Alright. So we're heading to the runway. What is it trying to get us to go there? This way, really? Let's take a shortcut then. I'm not worried about this. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Do. Don't want to make any hard curves. You don't have to. We got a ways to go. I'll have a mile, not too bad. To the end of the runway. And it looks like we'll be taking off to... No, kind of to the south. We asked for north. You know, the point is you ask for whatever you want, but it's going to have you take off into the wind. I believe. It doesn't look like there's any wind, though. As long as you have live weather conditions on, it's going to ignore what you ask for. Which we do. But it looks like practically no wind. That's the windsock ahead. And there is live weather. And that windsock is an actual... You should be able to use that to... Oops. Determine what the wind would be, and that's like 0. That's a droopy sock right there. You can see when it's windy, it will definitely have something going on. It's kind of cool. A little detail that some people don't know about. That working windsock. Of course, it also told us what the cross, what the... No, actually, we could ask for the weather report, but we didn't. All right, so we're going to take off and check out St. Louis, or Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're close to St. Paul. This is the St. Paul main airport, but not the big airport. And we're going to square up here up on the runway. Looks like there's not a lot of traffic there. We're going to set our flaps to take off position. We're going to look around the cockpit. I'm going to check all the engine controls. This, by the way, does not, or it doesn't have a controllable propeller pitch or mixture control, I believe, right? There's no mixture, yeah, on this plane. I think it's, I think we've got an auto mixture. All right.
Tower KENSH 9er at runway.
So that's good because I usually forget about those anyway. Propeller and mixture, and they are. You do need to monitor them. Departure to the north. And it's taking me off on a runway that is basically facing south. But that just means, you know, the takeoff is into the wind, although, quote-unquote, there isn't any wind, so I don't really understand why it routed me this way. That's not, I'll try to overthink it. They'll fix it someday, as long as they keep supporting it. But it could have taken me the other end of this runway, and then I could take off to the north, like I requested. Unless it's always reversed, I'm not really sure. I think it has nothing to do with what you ask. Like half the time it'll be right. All right, full pressure to the pressures, to the throttles. Oh, we are now at speed of the plane can take off. Let's get the heck out of here and make our turn to leave the. Our turn to the north. To go towards the city of St. Paul. And then to the west, I believe. Yeah, I'm turning for the north.
Tower KENSH 9er continue for north departure.
That's what the Aeropuerto looks like back there. and bring flaps up to 0. Steady state flight. Lake Elmo. I don't know what that means. There's a train station. I like that's always cool. It looks so great in the air. Yeah, I don't think St. Paul is much there's much to it in terms of tall buildings, but it is a separate city right around here, I think. Right? It's mainly, you know, a bedroom community. It's you know, a long time ago they were separate. But I think the one with the tall buildings is Minneapolis. We'll find out. Because we're gonna fly. We're gonna do some you know, some building canyon, artificial canyon cutting there. We did the real canyons yesterday. Get rid of this. I haven't flown this craft too much. It comes with like the premium edition. I have other diamonds. This is a little newer, I think, more modern. And again, just as we descend to these canyons, I want to make sure we do not overspeed. So it looks like there's, well, you know, a lot of road access there. The river nearby. It's nicely laid out, but it could be cold. And there's a big building we're going to check out over there. Yeah, I think this is Minneapolis then. I don't know, because I don't know if I've never been there in person. And one of these should be the U.S. Bank building, though. Or maybe that's St. Paul? I don't know. Let's see, though. We can't really see to the sun too much. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that is St. Paul, and Minneapolis is over there. That, yeah, maybe I was wrong. That is St. Paul. It's actually a pretty big city. I could be wrong, because that does not look like the dome. Well, maybe it is the sports dome. I wonder if anybody here knows anything about this area of the north. I can always bring up Google Maps. But I want to check out some of these buildings anyway. Okay. Always, we're doing this stunt flying, and we are watching our speed. There's some really nice building models here that I don't know if I've checked out in detail before. And this one, some kind of state. You know, seat of government there, I think, for the Minneapolis. St. Paul is in Minnesota? Fuck. Yeah. Presumably. There's a city and state government buildings. Pretty cool, I think. Alright, and then we're going to head west, and I think there's this other big city, which is bigger over there. We'll get there. Let's give us a little speed and some altitude. And this will give us a chance to see if we can figure out how the autopilot works. So what's our course? Our course is 276. Autopilot. Where do you set course, first of all? Comm receiver. Barometric pressure. Here's heading. 276. 276. All right. That's a smaller city. All right. Autopilot on. Heading select on. And altitude hold. Okay, we're gonna respond to that. What are we at? 2100.
Tower KENSH 9er frequency change.
All right, now we're under control of the autopilot, but it does not have an auto throttle. And so we've got to watch that we do not overspeed. 125 knots is a good cruising. We're leaving a little bit of this. We've got some fog over there, but it looks like it's going to clear up a bit. Oh, yeah, you can see it's going to clear up a bit over this next city, which, yeah, I think that's how far away St. Paul and Minneapolis are. And, yeah, it's Minnesota. But I want to see, yeah, there's going to be more, it's not really that far. It's like 12 miles or 10 miles or something. But there are separate cities. Okay, I'm figuring this shit out. You got to go, you know, you fly over. You kind of see where the train stations are. depot. There's trucks coming. Pretty cool how commerce works on a large scale in an efficient city. Place in general. America's pretty good about that. Good infrastructure. Oh yeah, okay. Off the autopilot because we're gonna do some. We're already here and we're gonna do some. I want to kind of see if we can check out some of these stadia. Multiple stadiums. And see what kind of sports they play. This being in America, I think the big ones are going to be football or baseball. Or, usually one of the other. This is going to be football. Let's see if we can do a little 3D freeze. What is that thing? Minnesota. Yes, we know we're in Minnesota. Is this a college or is this a college bowl? I don't know for sure. It could be a college around here. This architecture looks a little collegiate. Like a campus of some kind. I don't know, though. Shit. All right, guys. Hold on a second. We're going to use the miracle of Google Maps. Hold on. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah, I think that's the University of Minnesota. And that's the Huntington Bank Stadium. Hold on, let me get this. It is, yes. Okay, good. So this is the University of Minnesota. It's the Huntington Bank Stadium. Cool. All right. And yeah, due west to Minneapolis. Where's the other stadiums? We'll find out, because that's not where the professional. Yeah, we're almost heading there. This is cool. All right, yes. University of Minnesota. That makes sense from the labeling there. Pause button. Okay, and then there's a river. Looks like one of those urban rivers with lots of crossings and bridges. We always like that. A lot of bespoke, as I like to say, building models and bridge models. And things like, older power plants. You get some, the illusion of traffic. So we try to do, but it's not quite so well. Got like a park here, riverfront parks. Look at that bridge. Those bridges look like really old designs. Cool. Like a spiral thingy. All right. And then, yeah, there should be another. Oh, they're building one there. Okay, that's interesting. They're building another stadium there, but I think there's another around here somewhere. Maybe they've already built it. Okay, that is Minneapolis. It's a bigger city with more impressive skyscrapers than St. Paul, but with just no slouch. But yeah, those are you got some tall skyscrapers. Building, am I? Hard to tell. Yeah, okay. Here is the baseball stadium. And a covered arena of some kind, which may be for basketball. And this is where the Minnesota Twins would play. It says Twins right there. That's being the baseball park. Okay, now I'm going to look at the map here. Yeah, where the U.S. Bank Stadium is under construction in this model. Okay, got it. Got it. So this is Target Field and Target Center. Target being the branding. And I was right. The Target Center there is where the basketball team plays. Okay. I was like just scoping that out. What is this river again? It is the Mississippi River. I thought it was, but I just want to make sure Google Maps confirmed. So that's why it's a Mississippi town. Let's take another run through the downtown area. It's a pretty day, and I like these models, and this plane seems very safe and responsive for this kind of thing. Oops. We just want to be careful. Yeah, we don't want to be careful. Not to stall. We'll also have to get blinded by these lens flares. But we should be fine. Oh, we're fine. Relax, people. I know what I'm doing. Don't try this at home. Unless it's a Microsoft Flight Simulator. Are we going to press our luck again? Hell yeah. Streets go. Oh, not through there. Don't go through there. No, that's a bad idea. But we're definitely dying now. Well, see, the thing is, we pushed our luck. We had a good time. Now it's too early to end completely, so we'll try it again. I was gonna start off on the ground. It probably will. We'll do a little canyon carving in St. Paul then, if it starts at the same airport. That was fun, though. I thought it was a street, but it was actually just two buildings that had an air gap. That wouldn't have been safe at that altitude. You know what I mean? The thing is, I have crash detection turned on for that reason. I like it that you can die. Otherwise, there's no, fly through buildings. There's no skill. All right, we'll quickly start up this bad boy here. Fly around St. Paul. We got some time. Do 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 do. Nah, we don't need to really go through the whole rigmarole of finding a runway and stuff. We're just going to take off and fly around since we started, and we only have another 10 or 15 minutes or so. Looks like they have different aircraft here, which is cool, than they had before. So, yeah, we're going to take off. I like this plane. Look, for some reason they haven't... No, that's a slightly... No, that's the same one. Yeah, it's identical. There's the little BD-5 jet. We don't need much of a runway, and we don't really need to talk to them too much. We're just going to get to this nearest one here. Right here is we would have wanted to take off anyway from. We don't need anywhere near this whole runway. We'll do some canyon carving at St. Paul then. Which is a nice enough city. Whoops. Turn my lights on. Whoops. You never want to hear the pilot say that. We're fine. We're not getting up very high though. Canyon carving. Urban canyon carving. Can it be done? We get a lot of don't sink warnings. That's because we're urban canyon carving. Let's see. This road's got to go in, right? Sink if I want to sink. Some of these elevations are, you can't run into those. Is that a train track. Can't turn that off, I don't think. Why would you want to? I like the stall warning, actually, it's kind of handy. And since this is more of a famous church, I believe, right? Or cathedral. Impressive. Like they should be. Alright, and then back St. Paul Cathedral. We're in St. Paul. St. Paul's Cathedral. Sorry. Alright, we're coming down the street here. Don't say not. We're not gonna, because we are. No, actually, I don't see any streets. No, there's one in here, kind of. Whoops. Yeah, we died there, but didn't quite catch it, did it? By the way, if you were the passenger in this plane and we were really doing this, you'd be mad. You'd be like, why are you trying to kill us both? I'd be like, but it's just me, there's no passengers. Yeah, canyon carving is even more fun in some of the jets, where you're even going faster and have less time to really react to things. Oh, let me get down here, can we? Oh, wow. Well, this one ends abruptly. I better go over. And then there's this like bunch of cool buildings. I love all the models, building models, the polygonal structures. They have nicely. There looks like they're bitmapped photos. All right. Then we'll go around the cathedral again. Check out the people checking it out. They probably wouldn't like that in real life. Anyway, I'm having a good time. What kind of frame rates are we getting? Doesn't look horrible. Eesh. 50? That's not bad for urban. And considering my situation, game-wise. Alright, flaps to landing. And we're going to do this from the cockpit. From the cockpit. 87, watching my airspeed. Airspeed 86. I want it to go much lower than that. 87. 90's too fast. Slow down the propeller a bit. Just put her down all gentle like. Braking. So windsock is doing its thing now. Cool. There wasn't any wind before, and now there is. The windsock was completely still. This is cool. I like it. It's because the wind's changed. So now it's landing into the wind, which would be the correct direction. Oh, cool. I don't know if that ain't back. That was a good landing. I would have applauded. All right, so we're back to kind of flying around and landing and smashing into buildings. No, I said it was one of the. By the way, sorry, I just saw you. Happy Friday to you, Sans. I was, I said it was one of the last streams of 2023. Since I'm planning on streaming every day, I do believe, in fact, there'll be 2 more. Right? Well, There's gonna be this one, and then there's gonna be Saturday, and then there'll be Sunday, and those will be the last streams of 2023. So I'm, I didn't say I wasn't gonna stream 2023. I mean, I was gonna stop. That was the last one. I said it's one of the lastest. You know what I'm saying? All right, where are we parking? We're gonna park. Why? What is it? Why is there a fuel truck on the runway? Get the fuck off the runway. Oh yeah, where we started from. Where we started from. Near the control tower. Give me a little of that. A little speed so I can get over this grassy area here. And then we're gonna park it and shut it down. Do like looking at the parking lot full of planes. By the way, fun fact, all these planes are ones that I have in my airplane library, and including the various different, for some reason, identical one there. Might as well park right next to our twin. Parking brakes. All right, and reverse procedure. Those should have been on. Parking brake on. Throttle. We're gonna turn. Why is this off? We're turn off the engine. Off. Off. This one, I don't know if it has an openable canopy. And maybe this thing? Nope. Maybe this thing? Nope. Yeah, some of the planes you can open the canopy, and some you cannot. Some you can open the little drive-up windows too, or ventilation. Sometimes it's on the back. Like around here, there might be a handle. And sometimes there's a back door that opens, but I don't think this one just has anything that opens. Maybe it does have back doors. Sometimes it's actually the back door that opens. No, I don't think so. Okay, because that's obviously a door. Oh yeah, fuel, emergency, off. For refueling, it's good to have that off. Oh, parking brake should have been on. So yeah, including that biplane, excuse me, that's a Russian biplane, large biplane in the back, which I have the Antonov, which I haven't flown too much. That jet there, that's the F-18. That helicopter, which I always have problems in. That's, that 2-engine prop plane, little tiny jet. Some fun planes in there. All right, well, that was fun. That's fun. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do what we do at this proximate time on a daily basis, which is kind of wrap that up and switch over to music. Today is guitar. So give me about 5 minutes. I'm just going to plug my guitar in and put my headphones on. I don't, maybe I'm just going to dick around, tune things up, talk about guitars. We'll see, because that's normally what I do. But thanks for hanging out with the flight simulator. Believe it or not, I had a good time doing my flight simulator thing, and I've decided that tomorrow I will do the exact same thing, even though tomorrow's not come. And if it's presuming that I stream tomorrow, which I intend to, we'll play Flight Simulator. So give me a few minutes, and we'll switch over to music. Can you hear me? Hey, of course you can. I can see that. So how is everyone doing? The second half of the stream is a little bit just me dinging around the guitar. Guitar of the day. I have a collection of 16 electric guitars. Who knows? Maybe more someday, but probably not. Sometimes I go to Guitar Center and I trade one in for another. They give you a small amount of what I paid for the guitar, but then at least I get something off the next one, and I don't have more than 60 guitars. I just get different ones, but I'm not even sure which ones I'd want to sell. If I'd want to trade in at this point. I did it last year for one of my guitars that was a little superfluous, but I still now I miss it. Today's guitar is my modified Telecaster. The swirl from the factory comes in this cool swirly pattern. It's a hydro whatever graphic, and where they make the whole body do the colors, and it's not a particularly valuable. It's made in Mexico in the year 2013. Yeah, I know. Try to see if the levels are good. I think they're okay. And I've modified it by putting the more deluxe tuners in, and I also added a string tree. I don't know if you know what these things are. So these string trees are these little holders that hold down the things. Originally they had one. I added a second one. No, I changed. They had one, and it was a different kind, and I put these deluxe string. They help the break angle over the nut. And guitars that have flat necks, they don't have any back turn to the headstock. The other thing I did is I took the pickguard out. I bought a pickguard that had a bigger cutout and put this humbucker in. I wasn't really in a band when I was younger, and I didn't really. I mean, I play guitar. I was a little bit. There was a few times, not really. I haven't really had the temperament for playing in a band. It's a lot of work. For what reason? You know what I mean? Not for really money. So, I'm a software engineer, so I've been doing that, busy. So this is kind of a sidelight. It's just a hobby, really. But, if you do it long enough, you'll get okay at it. I did not like the original pickup that comes in a Telecaster in this neck position. It's this thing here now. It's dark, but at least you can amplify this because it's real quiet. But the lipstick pickup that's normally there is just quite dull and lifeless. Doesn't do shit. This is the bridge pickup, which really makes the sound of the Telecaster anyway. Look at the snap. I kind of wish I had been in a band, but again, it's just a matter of whether you want to do something for fun or whether you want to take it seriously. And I had friends who were also software engineers that worked with me who were in bands, and it wasn't that fun. And we're recording records and things like that, and it wasn't that fun. You know what I mean? It became work, and there was arguments, and there was issues of he wanted to spend time with his friends, but no, he was supposed to be in the band, and other people were members of the band who felt the same way about spending time with their families. It can really be tough if you have a family or other commitments and you want to be in a band and really working like a cover band even. And Microsoft Flight Simulator has crashed attempting to go to the home screen. As I mentioned before, it does that quite a bit. That means I have to bring up the task manager and request it to end the task for me so I can continue with my day. Flight Simulator. It's good that bug only occurs at the end of my session with Flight Simulator. So far, at least. Okay. Because I might want to look up some lyrics here. And it's terrible because I tried. And in time I'm so confused. I'm on my road with a beat. I just can't turn and walk away. Hard to say what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do. Up to prove it's all for you. I gotta seen it all. Been a long time. Oh, but then we're tripping ball. Wondering if I'm blind. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads, will they lead to you? I just can't turn and walk away. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, and I can do. Left to prove it's all for you. Rains are pouring down, pouring from blue skies. Words without a sound, coming from your eyes. I figured out took a long time. Now there's a turnabout, maybe couldn't try. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads will lead to you. I just can't turn and walk away. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wondering if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do. Left to prove it's all for you. Okay, next song I will not sing, but I'm going to randomly play notes. I don't think it's that complex. It's highly modular. It's called, when they say game engine, you just think of something that takes in data and builds a visual model of something. But it does modeling air currents and air densities at different levels and the aerodynamics in various situations. Yeah, it's complicated. A simple flight simulator is actually pretty conceptually done pretty easily. I mean, they had flight simulators back for the Apple II Plus in 1980, so it didn't have the visuals, but it had the simulation of something moving through the air that you controlled. Now I'm concerned about my tuning. I usually have about right now. Let's tune her. Okay. That's good. I like it. We're good. Boo. Do better, B. Thank you. Alright. Here's my B string. The damn B string. No, it didn't have real-time weather or flight traffic or people talking to you. So yeah, it's amazing. And I watched some of the other flight simulators who are doing airline flight simulation, where they're in an aircraft carrier, in a jetliner, and they're doing a lot of planning and a lot of flight staging and a lot of like what a real pilot would do. And that's the other thing that's impressive. Some of it requires mods that you have to add on that I don't have that are out of the store. I think maybe they're in the store. No, but the real revolution is previous flight simulators had a limited places you could go to. You know, they might have been large terrain, and this one takes the whole world database and says you can go anywhere in the world, and that it to me is puts it out from any other product. Basically matching it up with a product like Google Earth, where even if you done a detailed model of what was going on, you had a pretty decent view of everywhere in the world to work from. A fjord in Norway, or a super urban area in South America. And that is the revolution. The idea that you could take off from 6,000 airports and go anywhere you want. You literally, if you have the patience, you can fly anywhere in the world, even where there's no airport nearby, or just start wherever you want. And that freedom is like, to me, was very addictive right away. It's not just the detail, but the idea of the entire world is explorable. Anybody can say where their house is. I'm saying, let's fly over your house. And I've flown over my own house many times. Not on stream is a great thing to do, but people are like, is my house in there? Your house is in there. You know what I mean? Most likely, unless you live, or a picture of it. It may not necessarily be a 3D model of your house, but yeah, it's in there. Your street is in there. If you live on a street, unless you live in you know what I'm saying? So no matter where you are in the world, who you are. And the thing as I was thinking about it, to mention about flying anywhere in the world, is not live traffic and live weather. So you go there, if it's raining there, and you fly there, and with the live weather turn on, it's raining there. Not exact, but it's close enough. And then it's a simulation. You can always make it a bright sunny day everywhere. No, I don't have a favorite. Just the one I'm playing. I mean, there's some I don't play as much just because they might have nylon string electric. Although, I mean, every time I do play those guitars, I always like, ooh, I like them more. The Casino Coupe is a little impractical because of the way it's set up, but it's still wonderful to look at and to play. No, they're all great. I mean, I have them set up the way I like them, so they play very similarly. There's not a lot of difference in like one plays a lot better than the other. And even the sound is similar because I play them with the same amplifier. But it's more just a variety. I mean, I like having different sounds and kind of different feel and different style. But every time I play a classic design like a Telecaster or the Stratocaster, I'm like, it's such a privilege to play something that's been around for so long. The other thing about a guitar is you bond with it, especially when you make changes to it. Like I said, when you modify it, it's not like anyone else's. And so, you can't really imagine getting rid of it. Even if it's not the best guitar in the world, it's yours. It's one of a kind. Like this one. There's no other guitar that looks like it, sounds exactly like it, because I've made changes to it, and also it's a unique body that came from the factory like this that other guitars did not look like. They were all quite different. It's not a template. Very randomized process to produce this exact swirling. So it's like a thumbprint. All these guitars are very different. Also, the amount of ink they'd put on, the oil-based paints they'd put in there. Very wildly. What's called capo? Okay, so the capo it just raises all the pitch of all the strings. Use the same fingering that you normally used to get an E, but with a capo on 2, that's going to be an F sharp. E, F, F sharp. A, an A, that would be normally an A there. You fret it here. That's going to be a B. But it's more than that. It changes kind of the tone and how you might finger things, because the higher up frets are closer together. It's kind of, and it's a subtle thing, but you can do things that. So I can do this up here. So the fingering is much easier to do on these higher frets. So without the capo, it'd really be hard to stretch your fingers out. Cheers, Diet Coke. Diet Coke. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be faded, to telling only lies. But my dreams, the heart is empty, as my conscience seems to be. If I was holding lonely, my love is vengeance, it's never free. No one knows what it's like to be hated like I do, and I blame you. None bites back his heart, their anger, none of my pain and woe can show through. But my dreams, the heart is empty, as my conscience seems to be. If I was only lonely, my love is vengeance, it's never free. When my first drink, just crack it open, before I use it, lose my cool. When I smile, please tell me a bad thing, for I laugh and act like a fool. If I swallow anything evil, put your finger down my throat. If I shiver, please give me a blanket. Keep me warm, but let me wear your coat. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, be the sad man behind blue eyes. Takes it a little out of you, though. I enjoy singing that song. There you go. I'm not sure why. I don't play that hard. Change the tone up. I'm bored. I'm getting a little bored with the tone. I mean, I like it. What else we got here? No. If you gotta think about cocaine. She don't lie. Cocaine. Stop now. Something else. Give me one moment. I have a delivery. Thanks. I had a slight household delivery that needed to be delivered, but it only took a minute. I think I'm gonna keep going. It's doing this crunch, they call it. get drunk on power with some of these settings, you know. Let's check my tuning 1 second. Fine. I'm not used to that level of crunchiness. It affects the tuning. All right, how about that? Give me 1 second. I want to look at the lyrics. I'm not singing it. Amazon Pharmacy. Markets are closed on Monday. Your order has been delivered. Thank you for all that great information. Did it? Yeah. Fluctuates a lot during. I have a guy at Wells Fargo that Was a builder. I have a tiny little stake there. Stone by stone. Fields are divided one by one. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break. You've been on the shift too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break. We can't reach our destination. It's still ways away. Still ways away. Saw a treehouse on the outskirts of the farm. Power lines have floaters so the airplanes won't get snagged. Bells are ringing through the town again. Children look up, all they hear are sky blue bells ringing. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break. We can't reach our destination. We're still ways away, still ways away, still ways away, still ways away. Way to shield the heat. A way to put myself to sleep. A way to shield the heat. A way to put myself, my children to sleep. He piloted a song in a plane like that one. She is selling faith on the Go-Tel Crusade. Locomotive 8, Southern Crescent, hear the bells ring again. The field to wheat is looking thin. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break. We can't reach, we've been on the shift too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break. Can't reach our destination. Still ways away, still a ways away, still a ways away. I didn't play that right because there's a break where he does that twice. Yeah, that's my favorite one, but I do like them. It's pretty much like one of my top 10 favorite bands. Shiny, can we do Shiny Happy People? That's the song. But yeah, you should do if you want random songs. It's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much. Tomorrow will be hopefully another great stream. I plan on playing the doing Ken's Lounge, playing the piano. Some kind of keyboard playing, since I do alternate those. But it was a great stream. I like my streams. I know they're very mellow and kind of, kind of non much of anything in a sense, but they're predictable and they're always different. Also, they're always completely unique and different. I'm doing live content every time. I don't have to plan a lot of it. It's just go do some flight sim stuff, have a good time, and then play some music. And there's no planning involved beyond that. And that's exactly what we're gonna do tomorrow. Is very little planning up until literally seconds before the stream, which should be around the same time. Maybe a little earlier on because it's Saturday and Sunday. Not that many people join on Saturday and Sundays, by the way. But I do kind of try to get started around 11 a.m. There's a lot of football games tomorrow, and that tends to make me want to watch. It might depend on the football games, I believe. Not tomorrow, actually. It's not tomorrow. Saturday and Monday, I think. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's Sunday, Monday. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, I'm gonna get on with my rest of my Friday. I'm gonna watch some streams. I'm gonna do some things. Gonna get ready. Oh yeah, my friend Kelly's coming over tomorrow. I gotta prepare for that. Okay, so that might impact the stream. I don't think it will. And have a great rest of your Friday. It's been fun. We'll see you next time.